Okay, y'all. Aka Top 10 Disney villains. It's out there in the world. People seem to like it. But how did we create it? Where did we come up with the order? Did we get the songs right? I don't know. But let's go right down the list. Start with number 10 and figure it out, shall we? So let's start with number 10, which is, of course, Friends on the Other Side from the movie The Princess and the Frog. I have to admit, I've never actually seen this film. However, every Halloween, I have a Halloween radio station that I use on Pandora or Google Play or something like that. And this song comes up. I was like, man, what is that song from? It's so creepy. It's so spooky. And I looked it up, and there it was. Sure enough, Princess and the Frog. It's a great tune. I personally feel like this one should have been higher on the list, like maybe towards the middle, because it's such a great... But the problem is when you're arranging a medley like this, you need something that catches people right away. This one has such great energy, especially with Jay singing the Dr. Facilier part. I mean, he is that character. So that's why it's number 10. Moving on to number 9. Let's see what's number 9. No more. So Mother Knows Best. This is an interesting song because once again, like, this is Gothel from Tangled is Gothel is such an evil person, but they juxtaposed her evilness against this super major, bouncy, happy tune. And also that Stop No More is just like such a great transition to the number 9, like getting out of Friends on the Other Side into this next song. It was just a perfect transition. So it just kind of, that was something that I had kind of figured out from the very beginning, just scripting out where this was going to go. Earl does a great job with this. This arrangement actually comes from something that we did for Disney years ago as part of a convention. They wanted us to reenact Tangled live on stage as a musical number. We did it in like 6 minutes, and Lane had arranged an excerpt of this, and this is kind of an extract of his excerpt, so this is just a shortened version of that. And Earl does a great job with it. I also like the fact that we call him Mother, and he's got a giant beard now. Moving on to number 8. Knows a trust in me. Trust in me. I love this movie. I love the original movie, Jungle Book. Kaa, the snake, sings this, and he's got this like lilty kind of whispery voice that lulls you to sleep. And I could have given this to Ellie or Jay to sing, but in the new Jungle Book, the live action that came out, I think it was last year or the year before, they gave this song to Scarlett Johansson, which was an interesting choice, I thought. I was like, well, she's got this kind of deep, husky female voice. I wonder if this would be interesting as a bass solo. Turns out it is. And I put it in a key that was going to be good for me and good for the guys, and it just so happened to let me hit that. I think it's a low G or a low F at the end of it. People seem to be reacting to that in the comments, as they usually do. Just in But yeah, it's kind of a creepy, spooky song. I love this one. Moving on to number 7. Trust in me. Number 7. We are Siamese. Siamese Cat song from Lady and the Tramp. Classic film. I need to watch this again because I haven't seen this film in so long. But what a great movie, right? And the music is so good. And if you listen to the original song, it's not very melodic. Like, it's really not. It's this kind of stereotypical kind of 5-note scale, and they really... It's funny because when I listened to this the very first time, after not hearing it in so many years, I was like, boy, this song is a little on the racist side. However, we put it in it anyway because it is such a classic, like, We are Siamese. These cats are evil. I have 2 cats. They are also evil. So I had to really find a more pleasing chord structure and a more ear-friendly melody for this song. So it still retains the essence of the original, but making it, instead of it being a like this kind of parallel fifth melody, now we've got a 3-part harmony, a bass line, and a pretty jamming drum line, I think. Please, if you please, you kind of want to pop your head to it. If you don't, please. I don't know how Layne does that. That meow is insane. There are no finer this part here. I don't know what that is. I asked Layne afterwards, like, what the hell is that pew 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 pew? He's like, I don't know. It's a thing. I said, okay, it's a good thing. Moving on. I think this is this is number 6, I think. So this is a song that I definitely think should have been, this chair is so squeaky, should have been higher on the list, more towards number 1. Oogie Boogie song from Nightmare Before Christmas. Jeez, what a creepy, awesome song. And the guy who sang this originally, and forgive me, I forget his name, isn't really a bass. He's more of a baritone, tenor too, but he has this like super expressive, up and down the scale kind of voice. And if you've seen the movie, you know exactly what I'm talking about. He's just like, you know, he bounces octaves. He's, you know, thrashing his vocal cords. And I can't do that, but I tried my darndest. Anyway, so it's not written in that key either. So we lowered it a little bit so that I could sing it. And the arrangement is really fun. You know, Halloween's coming up. Maybe we'll do a full version of this. I don't know. We'll have to see what our schedules look like. But Nightmare Before Christmas, just great song after great song after great song from that movie. Cruella de Vil, number 5. I feel like this is perfectly positioned as number 5 because Cruella is this is one of the only songs in the medley that is sung about a villain and not by the villain. In fact, it may be the only song in the medley. Cruella is, of course, the antagonist in 101 Dalmatians. She wants to make a fur coat out of 101 Dalmatian puppies. How terrifying is that? I'll get those puppies so I can make a fur coat. Gross. Anyway, so those of you that maybe haven't searched around the internet too much will be able to maybe don't know that we had already done this song and we performed it live, but we already recorded this song for Disney Home Theater? Disney Home Video, maybe, for the Diamond Blu-ray release of 101 Dalmatians. This was a couple of years ago. We got to shoot it with a dog, which was really fun. And you can search around YouTube and find it. It's out there. It's not on our channel. But, so this arrangement already existed. Ellie does a great job with it, and all this stuff here towards the end. This stuff. That insanity is that's Layne's brainchild. He lives on a different planet than most people. So that's one of Layne's arrangements there. Moving on to number 4. Number 4, no one is slick as Gaston. Gaston. An unlikely villain. I never really realized that Gaston was a villain. He's not like a super obvious, like he's not a great dude, obviously. He's kind of a a-hole, but I don't know that he really qualifies as a villain. We went back and forth about Gaston because I really wanted to put I Want to Be Like You from the Jungle Book in here, but we had quite a bit of back and forth about, well, we already have a song from the Jungle Book in there. King Louie isn't really seen as a villain. I was like, yeah, but he kidnaps Mowgli, he holds him for ransom, he wants to set the world on fire. This guy's evil. Also, he's a chimp and they throw poop, another thing. But anyhow, so I lost that battle. We ended up with Gaston in here. It's a really fun arrangement. This arrangement of Gaston also exists on our Once Upon an Ever After album, which has been out for a while. So you can check that out there. This was kind of an easy one to slip in here because we already had the arrangement.
No one's been like Gaston, nothing's been like Gaston. No one's...
Jay is hilarious.
As a specimen, yes, I'm indeed Gaston. Give me that rock.
Lame. Insane.
Give me it to hip.
This part.
Chapstick.
Okay, the chapstick. The chapstick. Give me a sec. I'm going to look this up. Hang on a second. Okay, so the chapstick joke comes from this video. I don't know where Lane and Earl found this, but it has 29 million views on it. Just watch this. This girl beatboxes to the camera.
My lips hurt.
My lips hurt.
Where's the chapstick?
Where's the chapstick?
Where's the chapstick?
It goes further.
Where's the chapstick? Where's the chapstick?
Anyway, so they would watch this on repeat and just laugh their asses off. It's good. 29 million views. This goes to show you that anybody can make a viral video. I don't get it.
And here comes number 3.
Okay, so Hellfire from The Hunchback of Notre Dame, I really need to oil this chair, is not my favorite song. I wanted to put something else completely different in here, but this one is on the top 5 list of most evil villains, and like Claude Frollo is, you can't avoid a top 10 Disney villain list without bumping into this guy, so he ended up in there. Not my favorite tune, but we did it anyway. Jay loves this song. That's why he's wearing that shirt. I wanted to put this song in. I don't know if you guys know it. This is from The Headless Horseman. This is from The Legend of Sleepy Hollow, which is kind of a lesser known Disney animated mini classic. But this is a bass solo. Thurl Ravenscroft sang this, and listen to this guy's voice. It's crazy.
Now gather round while I elucidate on what happens outside when it gets late. Along about midnight, the ghost...
It's like the guy swallowed nails or something. Anyway, this is the original singer of Grim Grinning Ghosts, is what you've heard on The Haunted Mansion. This guy is the guy that sang all that stuff. He also was the voice of Tony the Tiger for a while. He's dead now, I believe. Rest your soul there, Thurl. Anyway, I wanted to put that one in. I didn't have any support from the guys. It's a lesser known tune. I get it. Anyway, moving on to number... Okay, so Poor Unfortunate Souls obviously had to be on this list. I think it's perfectly placed at number 2. Ursula is so evil, and this song is so good. And it kind of works in the same... Musically, it works in the same kind of space as Be Prepared does. Excuse me. Which is why Be Prepared is where it is, and why this is where it is, and we love calling Ursula. This is also funny here. This part, if you want to cross the bridge, my sweet, you gotta pay the toll. This is faster than the original song. It's also syncopated, so you get that. And the guys had a really hard time with this because it's also all one breath. We actually sang this a bunch of times, and this was the best take we could get at it. Earl actually screws up the lyrics here. I don't know if you're here. You think he says "go a gulp" or something like that. Yeah. He looks at Jerry. He's like, "Oh crap." Yeah, Earl gets to that last note, and he's just like, "Oh God!" But he got through it. Thank you, Earl. Number 1, Be Prepared. This one also exists on our Once Upon an Ever After album. So Lane did this arrangement. I kind of chopped it down and made it fit here. It's such a powerful arrangement. It was really interesting of him to think of putting Earl on Scar for this. But he does a great job singing some Scar, and obviously that main helps him. So yeah, it's super powerful song, great arrangement from Lane. This part here, that high D is not easy to sing. So that's the whole. That's all. And that's number 10. What didn't I get to that I wanted to put on this list? Oh, so we were gonna put Les Poissons on here in the credits. Didn't have time to finish arranging that. We were up against a deadline, so didn't have time to arrange that. Perhaps in the future. We were talking about putting Shiny in. That seems like a pretty big omission because, you know, Shiny from Moana. However, we have already sung that on our channel, and it's not really clear that he's a villain. Tamatoa. It's not super clear that he's a villain. He is not maybe the nicest person, but he's just looking to eat. You know, he's just a hungry crab, and he likes shiny things. I don't know. So there's that. There's probably a couple more that we missed. Let's see here. I'm looking at my list. Shiny, Le Poisson, Headless Horseman. I saw something from Pocahontas Savages. That's a song that I've never actually heard before. I haven't seen Pocahontas. Apparently there's a lot of Disney films that I haven't seen yet. But anyway, so that's the whole thing. Kind of how it went down. And it was a really fun arrangement. You're going to be seeing that one in concert soon. We've got to build the projection to go behind it so people understand what's happening. But that'll be happening soon. And we can't wait to put it in the show because it's really fun to sing. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. And we'll see you later.